31st January NPP primaries internal election abere, and as we all know, Dr. Bawumia are winning hands down. Among will be complaining so the numbers are back from we will have a separate video to deal with that. But then we are going to look at another issue. So say the Dr. Brian Champon, Kennedy Japan, Dr. Lichum and engineer Kwabere Japan contested Dr. Bawumia from his way ahead with 232 constituencies voting for him as compared to 212 constituencies in the previous election. But let's move forward to today's agenda. And we are concentrating on who should be or who is the ideal person to pair with Dr. Bawumia ahead of 2028 election. And we'll get into the issues. Kindly subscribe to our channel Nafi so we can share the link to other people to join and then watch the video. Certainly you have a comment. Also said the also for now let's get into the issues. Ahead of 2024 election, Dr. Matthew Prempe and Noel running mate for Dr. Bawumia. So he is the first person I ever consider say is he still the right fit for the 2028 election. So Dr. Bawumia will be paid. And I say out of the 4 people nominate Dr. Bawumia contest the election, the Muba could be bit my pay. Now, Dr. Matthew Prempe, fine gentleman, a medical doctor, or very good record when it comes to politics or experience. The downside with Dr. Matthew Prempe joining Dr. Bawumia's campaign 2024 was experience and amount for names or the ba table no so and you know the buy. Anytime be or can be another controversial. This is a coach Fahana Sina Emma campaign na amount for crowd is reserve be about me abekobia kwa yehu na matiko na kwa say okra. And going into election 2028 will be any the dynamics is going to be very, very interesting. I think say Dr. Matthew Prempe this time building a campaign composure very well enough. Said the C periods in being saying CBU, and I say he will be replaced simply because this 2020 elections, the NPP are serious some when here. The last thing they want is some running mate. Echo can't be a Jesus Abechirim. We here will be well composed within the Oka or the assembly to amount for TSA, then we are moving forward. Even notwithstanding, or more internal primary secret near being so say the amount of Prempe or corner pussy or refining name baby. Let's listen to the last statement of Koya in Adani controversy. Krumu beer Kazo na Pasaya DNB. Let's listen to him.
Every say, me Matthew Prempe, Mr. Say cabinet say in fear son and a fan. A do baby credit now should be another the policy back parliament cabinet. After me, the Koyano for my breme, mean Wunya Safo. Our war cabinet was Sebi, and I dream of Dr. Mahmoud.
And the say these kind of statements, Sabri, name say 2024, 2025, 2026. But it looks like Dr. Matthew Prempe is still or sang or honor, Unya. Adia Kani, Adia Yenka. Your my manful very particular about their culture, their customs and ethics. And the Obejina platforms no one can say me a bit mad than a problem. I think say with the last statement Dr. Matthew Prempe it shows going into election 2028. Some people didn't quite a bit my problem. He's a fine gentleman or very good record in politics, but a bit my problem. And if possible, they should replace him. Now let's look at Omomone Dr. Bawumia Eko 2026 primaries no. Omoma Karina Niensha almost should be somebody will be fit analyzing one by one kakra. Let's take a look at Honorable Kennedy Japan. Honorable Kennedy Japan, a businessman, politician, or parliament since 2001 or so into experience when it comes to legislation and a governance or what time bring watching to experience. But the downside with Honorable Kennedy Japan is going into primaries here, he's made statements that are irreversible statements about the flag bearer. Untumi engineer baby in country Ghana for you so nipa no or kanokre or a trofo infantini beso kushini. Then at the channel and I'm so me and running mate monko abama. It will be very difficult. So more reconcile be biakra na to work with him now so be country Ghana for say some of the kind of diagram I say the panel entisa very difficult. And what happened in 2024? I'm for big crowd say or can be an NPP elusu election 2024. So with all this in mind, it will be very difficult say as running mate and a flag bearer. Most importantly, it will be difficult for Honorable Kennedy Japan to retract his statement and convince other Ghanaians and say, oh, go and vote for Dr. Bawumia. Because I am a running mate until all of a sudden, as I'm a fan of United Democrat. So, Honorable Kennedy Japan might not be the best fit as a running mate for Dr. Bawumia. Engineer Kwabreja Japan, a fine gentleman, good career. He was in politics for some time, a general secretary. He was in Kufuor's government, but along the line he's been out of politics for some time. Now his influence and relevance in politics are form. Now if you are picking somebody as a running mate or a little bit of influence in the grassroots area and in the country as a whole, but Honorable or Engineer Kwabreja Japan, they say one share any influence or Ghana politics more, the influence of form within the party and in Ghana generally, the influence of him. So, in as much as he is a fine gentleman, he has good record, it will be very difficult to use him as a running mate and get very good results. So, he might not be, and also so he be on the best fit for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Dr. Brian Champon, fine gentleman, another businessman, cash one home. By Minister of State, Cabinet Minister, and Obieni, the way and the composure tier and the platform, Sokasa, Nabotre, Nahobrasie. He's one fine gentleman. I hope will be as a running mate behind Dr. Bawumia. He fits almost all the boxes are over checking for a running mate. There's only one box are unfitting in. That is the original dynamics are SNPP they call election 2028 strategically. The reason why they need to go in for somebody from Ashanti region, say amount of votes, and that is the only reason why I say ABA Dr. Brian Champon will not fit for the running mate, just because NPP would want to go in for somebody from Ashanti region. Other than that, he is a fine gentleman and he fit all the criteria will be useful for somebody as a running mate behind Bawumia. We will go into details as we go ahead why it will be prudent for NPP to go in for somebody from Ashanti region. And in the last election, NPP go in for Dr. Napo from the Ashanti region, and the numbers will show as we move forward. Dr. Yoduchu, he's an MP, or education minister, deputy education minister. He also has very good records. For now, among the four people winning Dr. Bawumia contesting, Dr. Yoduchu is the only person who checking almost all the boxes or qualify as a running mate. Let's look at a little about him. Or no one can say a life story, so it's in a life story. Only delay show be if you would want to go and check delay show now on the interview. Ne life story. Ofrija chinen na mu akopia America B school near ma no one can say it's my year. Ne life story resonates or can't Ghana ni bia tinase. If Phyllis, me so me were part of the story in be. It's in a life story Lancaster resonates with Ghanaians. That's what in a life story. But me free Hannah, me call Hannah, me say my baby drew Hannah, and to be a dream, it my Bawumia. You see, people will believe him. We're proving at home. I brought by education ministry, the STEM. The STEM by science, technology, engineering, mathematics. In advanced countries like Germany and all that. This is the strategy of my what my developing. So for him to come along, normal championing system schools, or by education minister now, I'm sure so more convert school there or Ghana be into standard school first and then bina basa be basi no correct STEM schools or musisina abroad standard he introduced that one when he was in President Akufo-Addo's government. Or very strong composure and communication skills. Or actually so I know the idea automatically. obi abetena se ogina ho so okasa o platform so okasa te se President Kofo start there or about three okasa chire nsemu yie ma ati ase. I think say oba politics no, you hardly hear anything about him. Scandal and as well how can you be do can be I'm ban communication skills. He's very good. In the background as education so be our media. And him say very easy so by appealing to the youth, to the market women, to everybody. Maybe obejine bia no. Obi o child obi to make say oh when e dey ba boama also ba me. People will easily get to him. So he checks all the boxes. He's also from Ashanti region. And as I said, NPP needs somebody certainly from Ashanti region. And we will go into that. Let's go. What does the number say about Ashanti region? And why do we need why Ashanti region in the first place? So share electoral commission. Omo numbers omo the buy omo register omo to abana. Greater Accra what the highest number. As at 2020 eko to abano. And Greater Accra was 3.5 million. Ashanti region was a little over 3 million. These are the only two regions on more 3 million bracket. No other region can over 2 million. The other regions in now 1 million or below 1 million. In 2024, non numbers are moving from 3.5 in Greater Accra got 3.7. Now Ashanti region the also a movie got 3.2. The other regions like Eastern region, Northern region, Central region, Western region, now were in the 1 million bracket. Now there is something unique about the Ashanti region as compared to all these regions or more largest numbers, and we will have a look at it. In 2020, year to Abano, Nipa Omupi Ekoko to Abama NPP will Greater Accra out of 3.5 million, and 35.5% in Piko to Abama NPP, and a 37.59 to Piko to Abama NDC. So the difference in our is just about 2%. Omomoto Abama NDC over NPP, and that has been the terrain for a very long time. Greater Accra, NPP never winning Greater Accra, or just some few numbers and winning. It's very unlikely NDC never winning Greater Accra with 1.5 million. Now NDC and NPP and 300,000, and as NPP being 1.2 million, NDC and 100,000. Debbie Gabon so. Apart from 2024, our voter party see any say the patch and PM Kotoaba. And on the NPP, NDC Tibinya a higher number, about 1.2 million, while NPP nya 600,000. It is the only time the difference in percentage wise is about 15%. As you can see, NPP nya 18% of the 3.7 million and about a Greater Accra, and NDC nya 33.5% of 37 million or to about Accra. The difference is about 15%. That's the highest that has been recorded for a very long time. The difference between NPP and NDC in Ashanti region. The same in Greater Accra. The same thing happens in the other regions. The same thing. What call the other regions? This is Central region. And yet Central region NPP and I say NDC there. And the way far Accra we are, we are far rotating. NPP to me far Central region, NDC far Central region, Greater Accra, Eastern region, NPP by winning Eastern region. But the margins that NPP by winning or honor, and also be brebe. So NPP nya 700,000 votes, NDC between nya be about 450,000, and 500,000 cry. Into the difference there is not much. Oko Northern region, Central region, Western region, we difference in share down should be brebe. But there's something unique about Ashanti region. Now let's look at Ashanti region. Ashanti region votes as at 2020 October a little over 3,019,000 plus. The PP to Obama NPP was almost 60%, 59.5 out of 3 million people to Obama NPP. That's 1.7 million people when I got to Obama NPP. NDC has 21%, that's a little over 600,000. And I'm got to Obama and NDC. The difference is way over 1 million, 1.1 million difference between NPP and NDC in 2020. Even in 2024, if you look at the difference there, Nipa 3.2 million, NPP Timima emu 41% if you go to Obama, while NDC the year 21% out of 3.2 million. 41%. The difference here is about 20%. For the other regions, the highest in recent time that has been recorded, Greater Accra, the difference about 15%. I want numbers in the doors, so the Greater Accra and the numbers in the doors. 15% difference between NPP and NDC. Aside that, all the other regions in the numbers in the also. So if you really want to win election for NPP, one, is a full voter turnout in Ashanti region. So to convince a man for move people to Aba, and near number one. Now to convince people to move out of their houses, some go to Aba NPP, because when we say NPP, say the part 10 BAP, some go to Aba, a move between 7 and 8 better my NPP. And say the part 10 MP na 5 PR, and Chelsea will be near 3. And in the interest of NPP, so be Bia Ama Ashanti region move back to Aba. And then that is when Dr. Yawaduchun comes in. He's a native of Ashanti, of Friho. So they are kind of life story. He can easily resonate with the people. He can easily get to the people. Because he has a vision about education. Education is the turning point, and he's been a successful education minister. And why education is so obetumia convincing about the reason why NPP at all costs needs somebody from Ashanti region. And they need somebody who will convince the people in Ashanti region to come out and vote. Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh might not be the best fit, because time has proven that anytime he's out there, will create more confusion than a message. At the end of the day, message that Dr. Bawumia Namno. And you know, now one for better discuss already using social media. So Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh now pass more about can overshadow Dr. Bawumia and some work. So to get somebody like Dr. Yawaduchun to back Dr. Bawumia in the 2028 election, it will be a game changer. There may be other people in the party also qualify on which might fit in that place. I mean, you can also share your opinion in the comment. Let's see other people who qualify for position as a running mate on which my board Dr. Bawumia Amana winning election 2028. Let me also emphasize saying during this analysis, you see a region like voter region, about 1 million votes. Majority of the votes goes to the NDC side. That be because that will not influence the NPP's fortunes in the election. You see region numbers in Washopa, that is Greater Accra and Ashanti region, and the other regions now vote need to be turning left and right, central region, western region, and other things. That's what we use. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't also forget say although comments beba say or be our comments and that's why I've been channel I'm Dr. Bawumia at the running mate. Thank you very much.